Welcome back to our one pose a day for 100 days. Thanks for hanging with me, especially through my technical issues these last several days. Hopefully we've got it all worked out. Let's get started. Today's pose is happy baby pose. Great pose for opening up the hips, giving some nice space and opening for the back of the hips and the sacrum. So let's get started. Optional props would include a chair with blocks. And if we come to the floor, when we come to the floor, we'll use our blanket and optional strap. So let's get started, taking some nice arriving breaths together. Sitting tall with your arms out to the side. Take a nice inhale with your palms overhead. And exhale, lowering. Adding the hands raised and look up towards the hands. Exhaling, lowering chin to chest. Letting yourself arrive to your one pose practice today. Letting everything else outside go. Next time you draw the palms overhead, let's exhale, palms together and down. And let's get started. I'll demonstrate with the chair, so if you want to do the happy baby pose in a chair, that's an option, and then you'll do that while the rest of us come to the floor. So sitting in the chair, you'll sit forward in the chair, knees wide with your ankles right below your feet. And we're going to hinge at the hips, hands on the knees, folding the chest forward. And when you're coming down, either if you want to start, you're always welcome, especially if the hips are really tight or you find that your spine is rounding. You can start with your elbows on your knees. As the hips start to release and open, keeping the spine nice and long and neutral, you'll bring the blocks just out, maybe a little bit ahead of you. Use the feet, the legs to support the weight of your upper body. And then as we continue breathing together, you'll lower the blocks even a little bit farther. Perhaps you'll get to the floor. Don't force that to happen, but it's an option there. And then as long as you don't get vertigo or suffer dizziness, you can let the head release, like you're looking under your chair for a piece of gum there. And we'll take several breaths together there, holding. This position is also a nice little stretch and opening for the lower spine. So if you think you want to use the chair, grab your chair. You can speed forward through the floor demonstration. No, actually, sorry. We're going to do this together. So grab your chair if you want to use the chair. If you're coming to the floor, we'll take our blanket towards the top of our mat. And an optional strap, if when we're on the floor, we can grab behind our knees. So we'll start with our back, lay on the floor. Hips and knees and feet all in alignment. Release the shoulders away from the neck and the ears. And then together, draw the knees in towards the body, but let the knees go wide, just as wide as they comfortably can. You can do a few little rounds of warm up of taking the knees together and apart. And then allow those knees to go wide. Let the back of the hips be nice and broad. So option here, we're going to bring our hands behind our knee creases and pull the knees down towards the floor. If you can't reach, this is where our props are our friends. We grab our strap, bring it behind the knees, and then start to pull the knees in and down, out towards the side. So, use the strap if you need to. It's so helpful. We'll hold the strap, our hands behind the knees, shoulders wide. Keep the knees drawing down as you start to press your feet to face the ceiling, the soles of the feet facing the ceiling. And it's almost like you're trying to hold a cup of tea on the bottom of your feet and you don't want it to spill. So whole foot facing the ceiling, knees wide, and we draw the knees down towards the floor. Think of broadening across your hips, gently reaching your tailbone towards the bottom edge of your mat. You're welcome to stay here, or we'll release the hands, bring them in between the knees, grabbing either shins, ankles, or outer blades of your feet. You can lift the head and the shoulders to do that, but bring them back down towards the mat or to the mat. And then just continuing. So try to let the shoulders release down towards the floor. Notice the tailbone starts to lift as the hips roll back towards the rib cage. Lengthen your tailbone. And now we'll start those nice, full, even breaths. So those in the chair, finding your way down to your nice range of motion, either hands on blocks or the floor. As long as you don't suffer vertigo or get dizzy easily, let your crown of your head release to the floor. Head is heavy. And take those nice, smooth, full breaths. Allowing your exhale to extend longer than your inhale. Feel the body as it lets go. Allowing it to smooth and release just a little bit more. Holding here in our happy baby pose. Feeling that nice opening of the hips. It feel a little bit intense. You can back out of it if it's just too much. It's always good to check in with your breathing. If the breath starts to shorten or you find you're holding your breath, then you know we might be trying to exert the pose too much. So you can back out of that to find your nice elongated breath. Now, if you're on the floor, you can engage your super happy baby, rock a little bit side to side. Nice little massage across the back and the back of the hips. And then if you're in the chair, start to slowly lift your head looking forward to allow the blood to start to flow out of the head. And then gently transition your way back up to elbows on the knees. Those on the floor, let's bring the soles of the feet together, hands on the shins or the outer blades of your feet. We'll come back to this pose another day. And then release the feet to the floor. Bring your arms by your side. Take a nice inhale, stretching your arms overhead. Exhale, release by your side, and we'll take our time rolling to one side, finding our way back up to a nice prop seated position, either on your floor or in the chair. Sitting up nice and tall, let's take a nice closing breath together. Arms out to the side. Inhale as you lengthen, drawing palms overhead. Exhaling, palms together and down. And I thank you all for joining this happy baby pose today, or one pose a day for 100 days. Hope you enjoyed that. Would love your feedback or comments. And I'll see you tomorrow.